What's going on, guys? I'm December with Goon to Go,
And I'm Ryan Sweat with 194 Designs,
and this is the NoSteezePodcast. Bro,
Yes.
dialed.
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 Perfect.
Ooh, that was a good
Ooh,
one.
I like that sound.
That was a good one. See, the first podcast, I didn't do it right. But this
We
podcast,
look at the camera like,
yeah, we looked
right,
at the
dude.
camera, we set it on in
Got
sync
it.
and all that shit. It
Got
was
it.
dialed. Perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. But yeah, second podcast, No Steve's podcast.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you guys for tuning in. This is like I just said, No Steve's podcast. So let's get started. What's up? What's up, Ryan?
What's
How
up,
we
my
doing?
boy?
How we doing?
Good.
Get one of these pretzels
Bro.
here. What's up?
Let's see. What do we want to talk about today? Bro, speaking of conspiracies.
Oh my!
Bro, have you are you
Oh
one to
my.
like get into like conspiracies like
No.
Loki, some of them might be true. Like no?
What do you got?
Like there's stupid conspiracies like
All
Like-
of them.
not true.
Okay. Okay. Not all of them.
Like, bro, think about it.
What's
Alright?
up?
Think about it. Like Area 51 and that.
This guy.
Okay, not saying that aliens are real or anything. I'm talking like Area 51. Have you ever seen Top Gun?
No. See.
Yeah.
See.
Bro hasn't seen like the biggest movie lately. Like,
I'm sorry, dude. I haven't seen it.
all right, don't look at me like I'm an idiot because you haven't seen it.
No, you're right. I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, well,
We
it's
are-
kind of hard to explain to you.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So there's a plane in it. Have you ever heard of the SR-71? It's the big long black.
Wow.
Alright. It's the big long black plane. that, like,
Wow. Why do you have to say it that way?
I don't know how else to.
No, you double down. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come here. What?
I'm sorry, you guys.
What was it again, Ryan? Tell me, please. No. Stop. All jokes aside, what was it again? Say it with a straight face. Say it with a straight face.
I can't. It's called the SR-71. All right. It's a big long nose. I don't know how you expect me to do this, dude.
Big long nose plane.
Yes, the one that like it flies at like it's the highest plane, like highest altitude. It flies at the edge of the earth, basically, like edge of the atmosphere. So it's like plane reaches like 2,500 miles an hour. Like they say, you can travel from like Pennsylvania to Arizona in 2 hours. Like it.
What the fuck are you saying to me? What are you talking about?
Okay, if you think like they put that in the museum, like it's outdated.
Okay.
They retired it, like it's outdated.
Yeah.
Something that can go 2,500 miles an hour.
Pretty fast.
That's outdated
That's
to
pretty
our
fast.
military and our.
So how fast we going? Like
Well,
3,500?
so you know that, or so the point was that the SR-71 was retired.
Mhm.
Well, they just announced that there is a SR-72, and it's being like, the government when they let it known to the public,
It's
what
fake.
do they got?
What do they really got?
Yeah, what do they really got?
Yeah. That's
so
true.
like that's the thing is like with the conspiracies, like we're so minuscule, like
what?
minuscule. All right, English is hard. Okay,
Okay.
we're hands-on learners.
We're a couple tweets deep.
Tweeting it up. Breathe through your nose.
It went down the wrong throat.
Wrong throat. The guys must really like him.
Oh. It went down my windpipe or something
There
that
you
it was
go.
not supposed to go down.
Woo! Oh, my boy. Oh, you got something to tell me?
Nope. Yeah, just almost choked on a peach twisted tea. Yeah, we're here. We're good. We do
Hey,
need
what
that.
were we even talking about, dude?
You were telling me some bullshit conspiracy theory here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even get to the like
What are we talking about? We're talking
actual
about
conspiracy theory.
what we talking about
No, so you know like the recent stuff going on.
the hurricanes.
Yeah, hurricanes. Like
Yeah.
we've had like what 2 or 3 hurricanes in the matter of, and like they're severe hurricanes, category like 4, 5.
Big ones.
I saw something to. Hold on, let me swallow the pretzel.
Come on.
No, so I saw a thing. It literally something I saw on TikTok. Like you know those videos that people say, "Hey, did you know?"
TikToks.
Yeah, TikTok. I mean,
TikToks.
did you know videos?
Right.
This guy, this guy.
Mhm.
But no. So stop laughing, dude. No, did you know? Podcast. They were like back in 2007. The government ran a test, like you know, kind of like when they like ran tests with nuclear bombing,
Yeah.
like nukes.
Mm-hmm.
So they ran a weather test, like they went out in a plane and they dropped huge blocks and stuff like of dry ice into water, which when you drop it, it like makes a reaction. They controlled like a hurricane with dry ice.
They
Like
create.
they made it change course and made it grow in size.
Did they create the hurricane?
Yeah, like with dry ice, like just a load of dry ice.
They dropped a hurricane from a plane.
No, bro, do you not know how the weather works?
No, I'm not a weatherman. I don't know. You said they with the hurricane with
Yeah.
dry ice. They did something with dry ice at a hurricane. So I'm
What
thinking
is
that
weather?
precipitation.
That's one thing. Weather, like what creates like a tornado?
When hot air and cold air mix.
Thank you.
Yep.
The
You're
difference
welcome.
in temperatures, like
Created in the water
well,
created a hurricane.
no. So dry ice is like super cold. Like you have to wear a glove to touch it, right? Like
Yeah.
you can't like grabbing dry ice. It's so cold. So they drop an extremely cold thing into something that's warmer, and it creates like tornadoes. A hurricane is like a massive tornado with all this other.
That's what the fuck I just said.
Yeah, like a tornado. I don't know how this dude ain't getting it. Like the point is they drop the dry ice, which it creates the hurricane, and like, or it can take an existing hurricane, make it grow, and change course.
So you're saying that they're doing that now?
Like, yeah, but what if they are making like these things way bigger than they actually are? Because let's be honest, on election years, some crazy shit happens all the time. Like there's something big.
Now we're getting in politics.
Not even like I don't care what side. Like like last year or like last election, 2020, COVID outbreak, like whole world shuts down.
Right. That's
It's
true.
like something big happens, and I'm sure if you like like I could dig deeper and probably find some other
Other
election
facts.
years that something like crazy happened. Like I don't care what side it is. Like it's just a fact of like
What
something's
it is.
crazy happening.
Yeah.
Like the whole world's
We're
shutting down or the whole country's like
it's kind of like we see a trend, you know?
yeah.
It's kind of
But
what it is.
it would be like that's what I'm saying. Like it would be crazy if like what do we know? Like what do we know? So let's talk to Moto.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. What's up? What you got?
Haiden Deegan. What's your thoughts?
I mean, he's literally the Deegs, bro. I mean, what else can you say about him?
Deegs. Deegs.
He's actually the Deegs, bro. No, that kid's actually gnarly. I mean, I say that kid like he's not
Yeah.
a year or two younger than me, but I mean, to do what he's doing
Can't
on
believe,
a
like somebody our age is like
I know, bro. No, I mean, to do what he's
younger.
doing at the age that
Yeah.
he's got $1 million just off of championships.
Yeah. Just off of 2
Or
championships. That's not bonuses
Yeah.
off those championships. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, not glazing the dude. Like, there's some things I don't like about the kid. Like,
Yeah.
I personally don't like the fact of like how he's all Mr. USA when he's over here, but when it's time to pony up and go represent the country, he always kind of, at least since he got into pro motocross, he's been, flaky, like doesn't want to go represent.
You think
Because
so?
he's been let's be honest, he's been the fastest 250 rider since he got.
No, yeah, that's obvious, but I mean, I've heard
I mean,
got some
there's
pretty
always
good.
something that pops up. Like
Yeah,
Hymus was ready to run and represent the United States with a torn ACL.
yeah,
Like he's like, no, I'm gonna get the surgery afterwards. Obviously, he wasn't able to.
but does
Like
Hymus have as much on the table as Deegan does?
coming up next year, I genuinely think Hymus is gonna be a threat.
I think he's gonna be a threat, but
Him and Pierce Brown coming off this win to end their team.
yeah,
That's.
I
But
mean, no,
no,
you
I
got a
just
good
don't.
point.
I
guess,
just
yeah.
don't like AP. Like AP
Yeah,
is
he's one
Mr.
of
America, but he don't.
Ohio
He
and
ain't.
cowboy.
Yeah, he's gonna. When it comes time, he's begging to go over and represent.
Yeah, he'd be honored.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like
No,
he's
yeah, that'd be
begging to
sick.
be one of those three dudes. Where
Yeah,
Deegan's just kind of like, nope, I'm better than that.
maybe not even like that. He's better than that. It's just like it's not really worth his time in a way.
Yeah,
When it should be like,
and Tomac, look, you guys don't see it now but like Tomac used to. Well, I'm not sure that Tomac was like that because there are certain teams that like. Do you notice nobody on Cowie ever goes?
yeah. I mean,
Like there's some teams that just no,
they're just not
we're not
even.
sending them.
It's
Like
not even
you
on
can
their
send them, but they're not our support.
right. Yeah, there's teams that are, I
Yeah,
mean, they
like
won't even let you ride their
I
bike
genuinely
there.
can't tell you the last time Cowie was in the designations for United States.
I've heard guys, there'll be factory riders that'll go and they'll have to just go buy a bike from like a power sports
Yeah.
dealership and run that shit and just run it.
Yep.
That's kind of gnarly if you really
And
think about it, to
and
run a
that
stock
leaves
bike.
out so many good opportunities though.
Yeah, they could do so.
If
I
you
mean,
think
yeah.
about our 250 class and our 450 class
Mm-hmm.
this year heading to the designations, it opens a broader term of people that want to, like if like
Is broader
kitchen,
a word?
master pool, like all those dudes. What? What?
Is broader a word?
Yeah, it's like broadened. Like
I was just wondering.
hell, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, kitchen master pool.
But yeah, like we're limiting ourselves because, and I've heard some speculation that it like Mitch Payton of Pro Circuit has a thing with Roger DeCoster who runs the USA team.
Really?
So like he doesn't want to
Like what
send
type of
his
thing?
guys.
Like what type of thing?
Like I like beef with Roger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if you automatically at the beginning of the year like okay, Jason Anderson could be the fastest 450 rider this year, but we ain't going to be able to send him because some like feud or because Cowie doesn't want to take their bikes over for him
Yeah, I mean,
or do anything like that.
and the teams have the money to. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a financial problem for these
No.
teams like at all. So it's kind of like
It's
what's
just
really
kind of a pettiness.
yeah.
Like we can't always send our best guys or have options because like okay, Deegan's not going to go, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Who's your next? Well, Masterpool's been up there. Kitchen was
Yeah.
up there.
He's been putting a name in it for himself too.
Yeah,
Master
so
Pool,
like but if you take those guys out of it, then we're like, yeah, where do we go?
there's not really that many options here.
Because if you think about in the 250 class, who's your next best rider? Well, Vial. Oh, well, Vial is already representing France.
Yeah.
And then you go back down the list and it's like, well, what do we do? I guess we're going to take
We need a
Yamaha
Deegan.
or. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It would have been nice for Deegan to show up,
Yeah.
but then again,
I guarantee you he has no excuse this year. It's at Ironman.
you think he'll be there?
Unless he gets an injury, I think there's no excuse for Deegan not to be at Ironman representing the United States.
Weather change, he might get a cold.
Hmm?
He might get a cold. Says the weather's changing.
Yeah.
Might not be there, boys.
Might be a cold, and he can't take it.
Yeah, I know.
But no,
Who
I
knows?
don't think like I grew up watching some of the old designations and stuff like that, and like it doesn't have the feel of like, dude, I'll do anything to represent my country.
Yeah.
Like I'll do anything to go over there. Where now they're like it's almost a job to go over there
Yeah, it should be like
and
an
represent
honor.
your country. No, that should be the top thing of the not the SMX playoffs, not
Mm-hmm.
pro or motocross or supercross. Not
Especially,
it
yep.
should be like I want to be the one of the three that go over to represent my country.
Especially as like an American-born, American-raised
Yeah,
rider, like that should be one of the number one goals, if not the number one goal to do.
yeah.
Like you
But
said,
yet they treat it
like it's
like oh man we have to.
yeah.
It's like just like that. Like Deegan wants to make sure he gets this surgery so that he can worry about
Mm-hmm.
making more money.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you play that. That's why I say like you play that USA. Like
Mm-hmm.
where's that? Well,
Waving the
well this
flag
can wait.
around
This can
and
wait another couple weeks.
yeah, no,
Like I'm not missing this.
it's unreal. If you
Like
really think about the position that the kid's in, like waving the flag around, all
yeah,
America, Mr. America,
which
like
it works for him. Like
I mean
I'm not
he,
hating on the dude. Like
I
he's
mean
playing into the crowd.
yeah,
Like
I
he
mean he's
like
doing
him
his
playing the
thing.
supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean I'm
He's
not
doing
hating
it
it. He's
right.
doing what he needs to do to make his money
Yeah, but
and build a persona like his dad did.
yeah, but I
And
mean, it's also everybody's right to have their own opinion on the kid. And I mean, if you're a diehard motocross fan, American motocross fan, that's kind of. But I mean, you're probably
yeah,
not the only person that thinks that way.
oh no, I can't imagine. And like no matter if you like the kid or you don't like the kid, nobody can deny that the dude's changing the sport. Same with
Oh
Jet.
yeah, he's bringing in a lot of new
You can
riders.
get all bored as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I get bored watching Jet like win every week and take like these guys that were the best in the sport and like just wiping them.
That's why it's fun watching MX the donations or because
Somebody
yeah,
fights him.
exactly. It's
Well, but
actually
Tomac was like fighting him. Like it made for
yeah.
some good battles.
But dude, there was somebody I didn't even hear. Like I've never even heard of that passed him like last corner for
M
checking.
Geyser.
Was it? Was
Yeah,
it
Geyser
Geyser?
came over here for a little bit. He came over and
Okay.
ran the back when we had the Monster Energy Cup.
See, I wasn't in the sport back then.
Yeah, dude, Monster Energy Cup was cool. So take this SMX playoffs
Mm-hmm.
and basically throw it all in one night. So
Really?
they'd have like split gates. That was where split gates came from. That was super big. They were in the LA or was it the Coliseum? No, they're at Vegas.
Okay.
So Vegas Stadium, it's like a shoe and it opens at one end and out to grassy area and like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they'd have the Supercross in there, and then they would run out into like the parking lot and the shit and like built jumps and stuff, and you'd run like a out of the stadium, and then they'd have the monster alley coming back in. That's where have you ever seen some of the videos in Supercross? The like fifth gear tap coming down this in the
Yeah.
tunnel or through the tunnel, and
Like
then
Joker
launch off
lanes
the
and
ski
stuff.
jump
Is that
into the
when
sand.
where like Joker lanes and shit
Yeah,
were a
those
thing?
were sick, dude.
Yeah.
We need to
No.
bring Joker Lings back.
No. Yeah. That was sick.
Dude, hashtag bring Joker Lings back because
Yeah.
that made great content.
Playing MX versus ATV. Um. Or I don't know. Oh no,
Supercross.
Supercross 5
Yep.
and shit like
No,
that.
no, not
Wrong
Supercross
game.
5.
Supercross 4 and 5.
MX versus ATV Supercross. That's
one of
yeah,
the
that's what it was.
or well, you can also play on Supercross. Like I think
Yeah. Oh, can you?
I don't know. I don't know the games. I don't really play video games like that anymore. But I think you are right. MX versus ATV Supercross. Yeah, that's when they had the Joker lanes and stuff like that.
All right, that's enough talking about Moto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna loosen up here a little bit.
Wow. Wow. You had to choose that out of everything you could have said. Loosen up.
We're get loose, get a little funky.
You
Yeah.
realize it's October.
Start talking. That's true. Dude,
It's
it doesn't
October.
feel like
It never does. It never does.
it's gonna be Halloween.
It hasn't felt like October in the last 3 years.
That's fair. That's called adulting.
Yeah, it's just another day.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. I don't know if it's like
in
the age.
paradise.
It's like the age that we're in. It's like I don't know. I feel like it's either I dress up as like Batman or pass out candy. I'm kind of okay. This guy, bro. It's late.
It is late.
It's
We're-
late. It's 2:12.
We're out here at 2:12 again for you guys.
Yeah, we're doing
Um,
late podcast here.
No, but I get it. I get what you mean. It's like, well, I mean, I don't, but like I know you said earlier. It's like, do you dress up for Halloween or do you hand out the candy
do
to
you
the
hand out
kids?
the
Like,
candy, bro? It's a weird age that we're in here.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's been this podcast has been going well. Like the first half of it, we hit some good topics. like I said earlier at the beginning of this podcast, we filmed we filmed 30 minutes of a podcast that we thought we were recording on, and we weren't recording. And I'm telling you, when we had bangers, we had bangers. And it was just natural. I mean, we were just talking. I mean, we weren't really talking about anything motocross related, but I mean, we touched on that earlier on this podcast. But it's
I'm gonna
just
be honest. I haven't fucking listened to you for the last 4 months.
it's just kind of crazy that this.
Imagine that the white man's not listening.
Of course, you're not listening to me. Of course, you're not listening. I don't know. I feel like there's many directions. There's multiple things. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can talk about. I mean, what do you really talk about on a podcast? Well, it's just really what people want to hear, what you have knowledge in, what you really have background in, stuff like that. I mean, what you talk about stuff that you know about, obviously. So that's kind of what the podcast is going to be about, is just stuff that we know about. We're two 20-year-old dudes or 22-year-old dudes uh, that ride dirt bikes and try to drive cool cars, and we both have our own businesses, and we decided to start a podcast. We touched on that in
Yep.
the first podcast. It was a little jumpy, just like this one. We don't know what the point of a podcast is, so we're kind of just going all over the place, talking about what we want to talk about. So thank you guys for staying tuned. But yeah, we're really just trying to see where this podcast takes
Bro,
us. You know
have
what?
you ever thought about like?
He's about to say something stupid. You're about to say something so okay. Hit me with
Have
it.
you ever thought about like how at least half the Nazis like didn't know that they were they
What?
were bad? Like,
I think we can put that on the internet.
but like, you know how like some of them like they didn't like the kids like didn't know any better. Like that's how they, like how they like say the Nazi like brainwashed.
Wow. I
I
have
mean,
no comment.
am I wrong?
I don't know. I'm not saying anything. That's a touchy subject.
Like half of them don't. They didn't know it was bad at the time. And like, are they really bad if they don't know that they're doing bad? Like the definition of bad is like knowing that you did something wrong. You
Are
weren't
you
supposed to.
siding with the Nazis?
Listen, I do come from German descent.
Podcast is over.
No,
Podcast is
no, I'm
over.
not saying that. I'm talking about not all Nazis like were putting people in gas chambers. I mean, there was innocent people. Like it's like the left and the right we've got here.
Yeah, I mean there were. I did hear stories about
Like there's
there were
people that just didn't know.
no, and there were Nazis. There were there there were there were
I
people
swear, bro.
there were people that were brainwashed by that one
Yeah,
guy that ran those people in
Stalin did
Germany.
the same thing
There was people
in
that were
Stalingrad.
and there was people that like knew that they were doing wrong. There were
Yeah,
people that
to my 7th grade math teacher, I know what I remember Stalingrad and like that. Can we agree that that was like the most useless class?
all of
Like
classes were the most useless class. That was a waste of my damn time.
once
I
you
hated school.
once you hit high school, I don't even know. They're teaching you like
Nothing.
nothing I'm gonna use in real life.
They're teaching you to wait. You're just there so the teachers get paid.
Yeah.
You
Like,
go to school so teachers have a
when was the
salary.
last time you did algebra?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, I hope dude,
When was the last poem you read?
when's the last time you actually like you looked at something under a fucking telescope or a stethoscope or whatever the fuck they were called? Like yeah, like
The
bro.
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the.
Yeah, that shit's beat into my head. Oh my gosh. That I hated science class. I was pretty good in
It's
science
pretty
though.
good at science.
Actually, I mean, I
I
didn't
took
like it.
physics.
I didn't like it because it was like, dude, when am I ever gonna care about like this little worm digging in the dirt? You know what I'm saying? Why do I care about this? But
Why do I care about how the plants eat?
yeah, like, I don't care. They didn't. I'm never gonna talk to them. I don't care what their diet is. What? Why do I gotta know what the trees eat? Like, bro, oh, they produce oxygen. That's all I gotta know.
Would you would you consider them like carnivores or
What?
herbivores?
Don't say that. That was stupid.
No, like a plant.
A plant, a carnivore?
Well, like what?
Talk to me.
I don't know where I'm going exactly.
Would you consider it a carnivore? No, I wouldn't consider a plant a carnivore. Actually, I don't think anyone would consider a plant a carnivore. Should I phone a friend
But
and see
it's
if
like
they'd consider that?
it's consuming sunlight to like produce photosynthesis. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm struggling, chat.
yeah.
I'm struggling.
We've been out of high school for a couple years.
Wear a
We
helmet, kids,
he's had a couple
and not
gnarly
the rubber kind.
No, yeah, he's had a couple gnarly crashes in the sport of motocross. As you could tell, they are showing.
Your concussions.
Like what? But
What were we talking about?
yeah.
The,
What were we talking about?
the Nazis and the plants.
And science class.
Oh,
So let's
yeah, like the fact that you don't use anything we learned in high school.
yeah.
I use more skills I've learned from shop class than I did
Oh,
that I
facts.
have
I liked those
taking
classes.
any class in high school.
No, I liked those classes, like those little like extracurricular classes in a way.
I don't have my bat. I
What
laid
do you
the
need a
bat.
bat for? Yeah, those old classes. I
never
mean,
really.
those. I didn't even hear what you said. I'm good. I'm happy I didn't. But those classes were fun where you actually went and actually did something hands on, especially for the kids like us that are now into motocross, doing engine work, riding dirt
Yeah.
bikes, playing with cars, stuff like that. I mean, that's stuff that we wanted to do. We wanted to be in like Millstream for us. I don't know what it's called for you guys viewing this,
When was
but
the last time you used the Pythagorean theorem?
I don't even know how to spell that.
I don't know, like Python? Like Mike Tyson trying to play
Pythagorean,
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
No, I'd never
What's
say
wrong
that to Mike
with you,
Tyson's
bro?
face, though.
I would die.
I would never say that to that dude's face.
Not choose
Man.
death.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Um.
kind of take a little break here in crypto.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break here. I actually have to urinate. I just looked at skin 30 o'clock. I usually have an Apple Watch on though.
Yeah.
So we'll see what topic we're gonna talk about next. We haven't really been on topic about anything.
I'm pretty
But
sure the recording's shut off by now. Oh.
yeah, but second podcast, we're taking breaks because we don't really know what this camera's doing. So we're kind of setting ourselves up for success here. So better viewing experience, better experience for the editor. So yeah,
You went way over, I think.
break time.
P. Diddy.
What? Oh my gosh.
So
Let's talk about
let's
it.
talk about P. Diddy. You heard the
Oh,
obviously
man.
that's big thing going around.
Pause. Hey, yo. You cannot.
I didn't mean like that.
Mm,
Woo, them
yeah.
freak offs.
What?
Did you?
Why'd
hear
you
about
say it like you
those?
were like you were intrigued about it? Like yeah. Like
I mean, it is low-key
no.
intriguing.
No.
Not like that.
No.
Not like that.
It's not.
I didn't mean like that. I meant like the fact that it's happening.
No. It's not.
No, like the fact that it's happening is kind of intriguing. Like it's okay.
You said it twice. You double
not.
down.
I'm not talking about like it makes for good content. Like, oh my gosh.
OnlyFans content? Like what content? For Clippers? Like people making content about Diddy?
Yeah, about
Okay, yeah.
Diddy.
Okay, yeah. NoSteezePodcast. Episode 2.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
Hopefully the lighting's a little bit better for you guys. Hopefully
Yeah,
the lighting's a
hopefully.
little bit better for you guys. But yeah, let's talk about it. What's up?
Oh yeah. The P Diddy.
You're
By the way,
you're too
group chat is 100% named Diddy's Diddlers.
and you're just too excited to tell people.
Bro,
That's personal stuff.
It's because it's crazy. Have you heard the stats?
Who stats? Diddy's? No. He has stats?
1,000 bottles of baby oil. You didn't hear about this, dude?
1,000 bottles.
Yeah. And then they had like
What do you?
they had 500 in a like basically trough. So like you come in and you pick out your
What
to
is
use
that?
your
That part's getting cut out the podcast.
Nah, you
We're
got
gonna have to switch subjects here ASAP.
but you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I was trying not to say it like
No, like,
Shoing.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying now.
Bro, have you ever watched what's that movie from? Or what's that line from? The swing, swing.
You lost me.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
probably because Rich is.
Older
It's that
movie.
like the
Yeah.
80s movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Wayne's World. I don't know why it just popped back in my head for you older listeners.
Older guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That were alive back then. Um
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're
I
gonna
don't know.
we're gonna switch up the
We are
content
definitely
here.
staying away from Diddy.
Not the yeah, we're
Low
yeah,
key, dude, like how do you like there's some creepy stuff going on there.
yeah,
Some
no,
really messed up stuff.
yeah, like I can't believe what I've heard. Like there's
And
a
the thing
lot of
is, like, how much of this do you
conspiracies.
yeah.
A
Like have you ever
lot.
seen like the TikToks where it has like the big hand? Like
See, you keep losing me on like I
so
don't know what
there's a
you're
TikTok where it has like, your puppet hand where you're like controlling the next person, the one underneath. And it's like a
okay.
tower. And it
Okay.
says it has like P. Diddy on top, and then he's controlling Beyonce, Jay-Z, like
Okay, yeah,
and
I
then
mean
those
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
controlling their respective.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
Like he's at the top of the pyramid.
yeah. And have you seen the latest pictures of him?
No. I don't keep up on this
No,
stuff.
it just pops through
Oh,
my
okay.
feed and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like keep up with it, but it pops through it.
Yeah.
It like showed a picture. So like people were saying like Kanye went missing. Like Kanye West.
Yeah.
And then remember he came back and like bro, now he looks completely different. Like
Mhm.
he doesn't look like
It's a clone.
Kanye.
It's a
Yeah.
clone. That's what people think.
There's a picture of like the most recent picture of P Diddy.
Mhm.
Like bro's face almost looks a little elongated and like different facial features.
Yeah, no, I don't even
And
know.
there's like
I don't even know what Kanye looked like before, like, cause I really just didn't care.
oh I don't
Like,
know.
I don't know.
I
I
just
don't even
remember
know.
stronger.
Yeah, no, like the song back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that one and only
Faster,
song. Like,
stronger.
I don't really keep up onto like. Did you hear what happened to Kylie Jenner? I know it's kind of
I have
viral.
no idea.
I know,
Yeah.
like, I know Diddy's kind of absolutely viral right now. So
You know what
I
I'm
get why
happy
we're
with
talking about
TikTok?
it. But why? What's
That
up?
we have finally gotten through the phase of chicks getting famous from dancing on TikTok.
Yeah, we don't really see too much
No,
dancing
like there's none.
around.
There's
Like,
that. Finally, that phase is gone.
yeah.
Like I'm glad.
I wish actual like skillful content got more views though. Like
Yeah,
riding a dirt bike itself is fucking skills,
yeah,
or drifting a car, or doing a
yeah,
skateboard trick, or surfing. Like that shit gets barely
yeah,
any views. And then you get like a bitch saying hawk tool.
yeah. And it turned it 2 words. Now she's got $2 million. Like
I don't even talk about it. It's gonna piss me
yeah,
off.
it's going. Yeah,
Anyway,
like no hate to her. She seems nice. Like
no.
oh seriously.
All hate from the NoSteezePodcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's. I'd rather have you. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Have you ever seen the Red Bull meme?
What Red Bull meme?
There's a video. It's like, oh yeah, Red Bull. Let's uh let's have him jump off a volcano down into like fucking dudes. They're doing like the dude that have you seen the most recent one? He's doing tricks on a train.
Oh yeah, that was
That is
sick.
sick.
No, that was
That was
badass.
steezy.
I'll throw that up right here for you
Yeah,
guys so you guys can see that here
we'll toss that up
or here or wherever I'm pointing
somewhere
here.
there.
It'll be thrown up there so you guys can see what we're actually talking about. But yeah, that was badass. I saw
Yeah,
that. That was pretty cool.
but stuff like that, like or like the dude who did the highest, like all these stupid, not stupid because they're cool as hell, but
Yeah,
like
yeah. I know what you mean by
stupid
that.
as in like dangerous stunts.
Like gnarly.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
here's a can of Red Bull and like
Mhm.
fucking
Mhm.
2 million views.
Right.
Like
No,
go jump off of from the stratosphere.
well, it's kind of I mean they've been building that platform for
Yeah, that's true.
generations. Like Red Bull. Come
Dude,
on now, it's
you know
like
what I miss that I feel like doesn't go as hard anymore? X Games.
yeah.
Like,
I
I
mean
remember being, granted, you weren't in the sport, but I remember
yeah
being like 10, 12 years old watching Ricky Carmichael do step up at
yeah.
the X Games, or watching Travis Pastrana land the first ever double backflip.
hmm I didn't really watch more like the extreme sport. I mean, I know
Yeah.
X Games is extreme sports, but I was more on like the BMX skateboard
Yeah.
side of the X Games when I watched it. So I mean, I wasn't really watching a lot of it, but that was back when I watched like um Robin Big and kind of like
Yeah.
ridiculousness and like back in 2012. So I was really big into like those guys.
Skating.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I watched
Like
them a lot.
the
So
Dave Mirra era.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I watch. That's kind of why I watched X Games. But I mean, obviously, I
Yeah.
saw the dirt bikes and we thought it
Like,
was sick.
dude,
So
it is permanently ingrained into my mind.
hmm
Like, I don't think I was like, I think it was in like 2006. I'm low key, I might have been 4 to 6 years old, depending when it came out
hmm
or when he did it. But I vividly remember watching the TV screen, watching Travis just land a double backflip, and literally everybody in my house, like,
oh, you remember that?
yeah.
I mean, I've obviously seen like
Yeah, I remember
reposts of it
watching
and
it
stuff
on the
like
like
that.
2000X games because they build it up like, oh, he's got all his pads on. Because when Travis does a big stunt that he's not sure he's gonna land, which
hmm
for him is insane,
Right.
he always comes out with the hockey pads and stuff underneath, like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
extra
I think
protection.
I've seen him
Yeah, you've
all
seen that.
suited up.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he's all suited up, you know something's gonna happen, and they
hmm
hyped it up, and he comes down the ramp, and then off he goes, and he got the first one round, and it's like, oh, he's gonna do this, like,
A
because
double
he
backflip?
had plenty of, yeah, to like a mulch landing, I think, or something, or maybe.
Nah, that's not. Have you seen that dude's body? Like, have you seen the Instagram post
Yeah,
or something like that of that dude's body? It's
he's
like a
broken like a
robot.
hundred and some bones or something. Like,
That's ridiculous. That's
yeah, he's
insane.
got that much metal in him.
Dude, imagine the
Now,
pain that guy has every
something
day.
you were around for was the first Redbud, the first MX Nations at Redbud.
Yeah, I went to it. I was there.
Yeah, yeah. So could you imagine that dude? He's now like in his 40s and that many injuries, and he shows up to
Yeah,
the MX of Nations and qualifies helps qualify Puerto Rico in.
kind of gnarly.
That is gnarly. That dude is
That's
awesome.
kind of respect. I mean, not a lot of people can do that, especially.
No.
I mean, with his body condition and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But we're gonna take another little
Little
break here.
snippet break.
No Steez Podcast, episode 2. Thank you guys for sticking around this long.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. There was a KTM, I think it was a 250 or 450, just sitting on someone's kitchen table. Because you saw that video?
Hurricane Milton ain't gonna be getting my bike.
Yeah, dude, I saw that. I mean, W Ryder, dude. I mean, he knows how it is. I mean, dude, just imagine, dude.
His girlfriend's probably drowning right now.
Where did that come into your head? Where did
Bike over the girlfriend.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, he's probably not too worried about her. But yeah, the what did you Okay.
Baby,
All
I
right.
don't know what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was either.
No, but we do hope that everybody down in Florida right now is making it out safe.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you
I mean,
guys are good down there.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I can't even imagine. I mean, could you imagine like everything and wiped out, cities
Yeah.
wiped out? Like I showed you pictures the other day of
Mm-hmm.
cities. You could probably pop these up for you guys. Like towns covered in like 6 inches of dirt. Like
Yeah.
you can't open the doors because of the
You're just wild.
like
Like some people
entire
say
towns and hillsides gone.
some people say like it's not too big of a deal, like they have house insurance, all that stuff, but like
You
dude,
still
like
have
all
to take the time to rebuild it.
and not even that, like all the sentimental stuff
Yeah, all
that's
your-
in a house, like just
I'd be grabbing as much stuff as I could.
all the personal things that are in a house, there's just no way. Like
Loki, have
it's
you ever
just
seen like
so unfortunate.
the hoarders?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
they
dude,
need their house. They need that cleansing.
cleansing.
Yeah, if Hurricane Hilton hits those hoarders, they need to wipe those houses out. That's horrible to say. That was absolutely
You're getting us canceled.
yeah, that was absolutely disgusting to say. I'm so
No.
sorry for that.
Yeah,
That
but
was bad. That
like
was,
I feel like if we were living down there, I would definitely be loading the camper up like a hoarder's house, like with everything I possibly can, and
Mhm.
we're loading up with 20,000 pounds and heading out,
No, yeah,
like as much as my personal belongings as
we
I can
become
get.
hoarders.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying.
because like, well, I mean, you never know. Like, you want to try to grab as much as you can, but you also don't want to kill yourself doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to
Yeah,
be mobile and kind of get out of the way. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? As fast as possible, but have what you need. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
I just
Episode
can't
two.
believe.
Episode two, the No Seas podcast. We cannot believe, like you were just about to say, we
Yeah,
cannot believe that that's happening down south. We do. Well,
that's
we have
crazy.
been down south. You know,
Yeah,
we've been in the
imagine
areas
if
that it's
Durham Town's
hitting.
no more after this.
Yeah, that exactly what I like. We've been down
Or some of
south.
these tracks.
Yeah, my mom lives in Tampa. You know, so
She's here though,
yeah,
right?
she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
But we
All right,
go. I
she's
go
safe.
down south quite a bit. Me and the boys have been down south. We
Normally a yearly trip for us.
yeah. I hope everything goes well. I mean, as well as possible. Obviously, it's not
Can you
going well,
imagine those
but
families like?
no, I can't imagine actually that. I
Like,
mean,
imagine like
it just
not to
sucks.
get political, but $750, dude. Could you
Yeah.
imagine restarting your life with that?
Yeah. It's
Everything you've known just wiped out.
unreal.
That's crazy.
You got enough to get a hotel. That's
Yeah,
wiped. That also got wiped out.
yeah.
So you're kind of screwed.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Um. I don't know, boys. Like I've said a couple times. This is episode 2, so
Yeah.
we're just
Bear with us.
yeah we keep taking breaks and stuff like that because we literally have to.
Yeah,
We don't have enough storage on our camera.
we don't have the right camera for this.
Yeah,
Realistically, we need like
we have a vlog camera or
we
something
need
like that.
more of like a actual video camera.
Yeah, we need a video camera. But hey, we're working with what we got, and like we said before, we're grateful that you guys are still listening. If you guys are on Spotify and watching, if you're over here on YouTube,
Yeah.
we do appreciate the watch. I don't know. I don't know. It's getting about 30, 40 minutes in the
Okay.
podcast here.
Somewhere there.
It's about 3:30
Yeah.
3:30 a.m. We've been doing some late podcasts here. I hope we've been getting a lot of.
We need
I
to
hope,
start getting this rolling a little more.
yeah, we
when
need to get it earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed what we talked about. I know it's been our first two
kind of
podcasts
all
are
over the
kind of
place.
all
Not
over the
gonna lie.
place. Yeah, our first two podcasts are kind of all over the place. We kind of just sit down and we're like, all right, you ready to film? And
Yeah.
we do it. So we'll come up with some better concepts and content ideas and more of a schedule and stuff like that. Like we keep saying, this is our second podcast, the No Steez podcast.
Yep.
So bear with us, grow with us. Equipment, all that stuff will get
Get
better
better.
as we grow. And
Like we said, the more you guys like it up, and the
yep,
more you guys enjoy the podcast, the more
yep, it'll grow.
the more it'll grow and get better for you guys.
Yeah, the better viewing experience. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Download the content on Spotify, and keep running up the shorts. You know what I'm saying? If you guys found something entertaining in the long form content, feel free to clip it and post it on Instagram or
Repost it.
TikTok or
Yeah.
wherever you guys want to post it. Because we'll be doing the same. We're trying to run this podcast up. We're not going anywhere. Like we said, we're just getting started.
The better. The more we run this thing up, the more we can do for you guys.
Exactly. We want to make it better for you guys. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have
Those are already in the making.
yeah, we already have plenty of guests. We have up like almost 10 guests. And we got some pretty big names for the size of
Yeah.
podcast we have right
Yeah.
now.
I mean,
Um,
we just checked in. We're just shy of 1,000
yeah, we're
followers.
just
or something
under
like
1,000
that.
followers on the TikTok.
We have. I mean, already have one video with like 5,000 views.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good. That's doing pretty
I
good
still
for
don't. That's crazy.
brand
dude.
new-
5,000 people.
Yes.
Imagine 5,000 people sitting here watching us yap.
exactly how you got to think about this stuff too. And a lot of people don't think about it like that. A
No,
lot of people are like,
because
dude, I only
everybody
got
expects-
5,000 views.
Yeah, everybody expects like
Excuse
to
me.
be the next Hawk Tour or
Yeah.
Charlie D'Amelio or
You-
like
Yeah.
yeah.
You make a TikTok or YouTube account, post your first YouTube video, and you get
you're not
get a
you're not
million
gonna-
views. That
It's a dime a
happened.
dozen. That,
Who's that ever happened to?
yeah, it's a dime a dozen that you're gonna blow up off your first video.
Yeah, it's all algorithm based. It's all luck of the
He
draw
knows
here.
this. I
So.
just sit here and act
No,
stupid.
I mean, no, it's been like on my personal account, Dasan Bird, that's my personal account on TikTok. I've got,
Cool name drop there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just pop it up.
Can
on the
pop it
screen.
up right there. You know what I'm saying? Quick little editing. Shout out to the editor. We'll do we'll do. I got
Just shouted out himself.
You got to shout out myself. I've
What?
amassed over almost 170,000 followers on my personal TikTok. So hopefully, all of you guys come over to the No Steez podcast. But yeah, we want to thank you, co-host Ryan Sweat and
Yes, sir.
Hassan Bird, Goon to Goat, 194 Designs. You got anything else to say?
Like I always say, if you see us out in public, don't be shy.
I'm
Come
say
up,
what's
say hi.
up. Yes, sir. We out of this thing.
We out.